works, do good deeds, go to temple worship, to avoid bad karma. The second one is Nanamarga, a way of knowledge, which we become intellectual. And then the third is the Bhakata Marga, and that's the way of devotion. That's where you do emotional experience, ritualistic dances, things like that. And yoga is the exercise used most to receive this compassion. They don't really have scriptures, they have some works that they've developed. They don't rest their authority on any type of divine revelation. In Hinduism, and I said this in the video, the more gods you have, the better your chances of moksha. They actually fashioned Christ as one of the other gods that you could worship under Brahma. Reincarnation is a basic belief in Hinduism. If you're ever looked at Hinduism, cows are considered sacred. They represent the final step for reaching moksha. What do you Brahma? Aren't cows some of the dumbest animals around? I don't know about that.
No sheep.
Sheep are. Says to kill one, to kill a cow, would be to deny the soul entering moksha. And then the dot on the woman's forehead is called a binti. It's usually red. It's usually worn by married women. It's placed there because that's the center of focus. That's the focal point for wisdom. And that's where the body's energy is concentrated. So that was my quick review for last week when I wasn't here. Did I miss anything that you think of?
You got it all fed on the pack.
Do I?
You got it all fed on the pack.
Well, I have quick those. So tonight we're going to do Christianity versus Jainism and Sikhism. It's a 33-minute video, so we'll go, well, we'll just see how this goes. We'll start it and go from there.
All right, Christianity versus world religions. This is lesson number 5 in that series. Christianity versus Jainism and Sikhism. So we have begun to discuss Eastern religions, which comprise of Hinduism, Jainism, Sikhism. Those are the Eastern religions. These religions all originate from the country of India, and they share similar historical background. Today we're going to discuss the remaining 2 religions in the eastern section, Jainism and Sikhism. Jainism, probably the religion we know the least about. Knowledge here. The founder of Jainism, Nataputta Vardhamana, I practice all morning. Or his given name, Mahavira. Mahavira, which means hero or great man. He lived 599 to 527 BC. Remember I said a lot of these religions seem to start around the same period of time. One of those. He grew up wealthy. He was rich. His father was rich. His father was a Raja. Remember we said Raja and Maharaja, great men, rich men. His father was a Raja. In the Kshatriya case, remember we said there were 5 castes. The Brahmin was at the top, the priestly caste, and the Kshatriya caste was second. Well, he belonged to that second caste there. After his father and mother died, he gave his goods away to the poor. And he joined the Hindu monks, and he made vows and decided to live as a Hindu monk. And of course, he joined a strict sect of the Hindu monks. No maintenance of the physical body at all. They don't go to the doctor. And they suffer all calamities visited upon them by man or divine power without complaint. So he stayed with the monks for about a month, and then he decided to reach moksha. Remember I talked about moksha? Moksha is merging with the divine, merging with Brahma. And that is the ultimate in Hinduism. So he decided to cut it short and reach moksha using two main ideas. The first is a person can reach moksha faster by practicing severe asceticism, meaning, harsh treatment of the body. So that's one way of reaching moksha faster. And then the second way, in order to maintain purity and avoid bad karma, remember, bad karma slows you down on your way to moksha. So in order to avoid bad karma, that evil influence, he said, one must not injure any living thing at all. Not a cow, not a flea, not an ant. You must not injure or kill any living thing. A principle called ahimsa. So he pursued these two ideas tenaciously by not spending more than one night in a small village, no more than 5 nights in a large town, in order that he might not become attached to anyone or anything. This is how he denied his flesh. He didn't want to stay anywhere long enough where he found a friend or a sympathetic ear. He wanted to know no one. He wanted to have no connections, no human comfort. He also practiced extreme care not to kill any living things. For example, he strained all of his water before drinking it. He swept his pathway as he went along to make sure that he would not step on any insects or anything in his way. He ate only leftovers. I couldn't tell you this story. Just for that one thing alone, my wife is smiling back there. He ate only leftovers. In other words, things that were already killed by somebody else. So that way he didn't kill him. But he ate only leftovers. He allowed insects to crawl over him if they happened to go on him. He did not bathe. He wore no clothing. He spoke to no one. He meditated all the time. And he claims to have reached moksha in the 13th year of this lifestyle, or as some call it, nirvana. When you hear nirvana, they reach nirvana, moksha, nirvana, same thing. He continued to live after reaching moksha, something different than what was happening in the Hindu religion. You reach moksha, you're already dead. Reaching moksha is the ultimate. You merge through a problem. But no, he reached moksha, he was still alive. The origins, after reaching moksha, he gathered and he organized disciples. So Mahavira died from self-starvation, willfully cutting himself free from this world in order to enjoy moksha, which is the non-participation of this world. And so there was a movement that grew largely as a reaction, and this is what's important. This was a class where you had an exam. Here's the important part. The movement that he began and grew was a reaction against the Brahmin caste, the Brahmin caste. Okay? It was called Jainism because the word Jain means those who conquer the flesh, which is what the founder is said to have done. Jaina is the deified personification of the founder, and he joined the gods like other Hindu deities. And so two main branches of this religion, this Jain religion, garment. And the sky-clad, those are the ones who are naked, like the founders. The devotees of this religion mainly follow individual teachers. There's no like temples or things like that. They follow individual teachers. Their idea of deity, their concept of deity, they rejected the concept of the supreme being. In other words, they rejected the idea of Brahma. And they rejected the idea of Brahma because the idea of Brahma is what gave rise to the caste, the caste, the Brahmins, the guys who were in charge, the priests. They believe that man is the highest form of life. And all things, living and inanimate, are eternal. They believe in the eternity of man. Their concept of mankind, man is part of creation which is eternal. It has always been there. There's no creator. Woman is man's greatest temptation and cannot reach moksha until she is reincarnated as a man. And you wonder why this religion did not take off here in the United States. Man's purpose is to release himself from the physical world and reach moksha. So you see, it's very similar to Hinduism. Very similar to Hinduism. Their idea of salvation, well, moksha or nirvana, is different in Jainism than it is in Hinduism. In that in Jainism, one is conscious of one's bliss and detachment, wherein for Hindus it is total oblivion, and thereby lies its appeal to Hindus. In other words, you had Hinduism, the best that could happen, moksha, nirvana, the best that could happen is all of a sudden you no longer exist. You're absorbed into Brahma. You don't feel anything, you don't know anything, you're not aware of anything, you disappear. So Jainism comes along and says, well, you do go to moksha or nirvana, but the good news is the bliss and the joy and the happiness of being merged with Brahma, you actually feel it. You actually are aware of it. So this was, I hate to use this term, but what a selling point. What an advantage it had over the Hindu religion. Not an easy religion. To become a Jain, one had to take 2 sets of vows, one or the other. There were the vows for the monks, and so the monks, they renounced injury and killing to all life. They renounced uncontrolled speech. They renounced possession. They only took what was given to them as beggars. They renounced all forms of sex. They renounced all forms of personal attachment. That's for the monks. The regular followers, they had a lot more rules. They were committed not to kill, not to lie, not to steal, not to be impure, not to be greedy, not to travel, to limit their use of things, to limit the immorality in their life. They committed to meditation on a regular basis, regular self-denial. They would spend one day as a monk on a regular basis, just to kind of stay in practice. And they would give alms to the monks. They rejected knowledge as transient and ineffective as a way to reach moksha. In other words, the only way you could reach moksha for Jainism was through self-denial, not through knowledge. Their cultists, no services or anything like that. No worship, no prayers. There is a memorial service, and it is only conducted in honor of the founder of the religion. There's no regular service each week. The or the Memorial Mound, is the oldest building in India, actually. And there is a Jain temple, which is one in Calcutta. Let's see, their scriptures, interesting, their scriptures. They have writings by different leaders that include the vows and the comments on the vows that they take. A lot of dispute over the authenticity of their followers. The agamas are the precepts, and the prakrit is a special language. It's a special vernacular used to write the agamas. Many do not know this language, so the writings are not available to most Jains. The commentaries about the agamas are written in a special language called Sanskrit. You hear all the Sanskrit, an ancient language. They're connected with the Jain religion. I want to read to you just a small portion of one of their scriptures. It says here, the Ayaranya Sutra, sometimes called the Samahika, is the first book of the Jain canon. It deals with problems of conduct. So let me just read a paragraph about that. One of the verses. It says, a wise man should remove any aversion to control. He will be liberated in the proper time. Some, following wrong instructions, turn away from control. They are dull, they are wrapped in delusion. While they imitate the life of monks, saying, we shall be free from attachment, they enjoy the pleasures that offer themselves. Through wrong instructions, the would-be sages trouble themselves for pleasure. Thus, they sink deeper and deeper in delusion, and cannot get to this, nor to the opposite shore. Those who are freed from attachment to the world and its pleasures reach the opposite shore. Subduing desire by desirelessness, he does not enjoy the pleasures that offer themselves. Desirelessness, giving up the world and ceasing to act, he knows, he sees, and has no wishes because of his discernment. He is called houseless. So the whole point of this religion to reach heaven, moksha, is to deny yourself in the most severe way. The geography, since Mahavira was from a high caste, many of his followers are from the higher classes, which mean they're city dwellers, the merchants, leaders, bankers, who control the commerce in the south. About 3 million of these individuals live in the Bombay area, or called Mumbai now. A very exclusive, closed religion, non-evangelistic. Nobody's out there to try to convert you to Jainism. It is something that goes from family to family. All right, so that's Jainism, which I find the most unusual and difficult religion. And basically, what is it? Well, it's salvation by law. Except it's not a law that God has made. It's a law that the founder of this religion has made about how you should act in the most severe way to treat your body. And if you follow that law successfully, then you'll get tomorrow. And as I've said to you many times before, Christianity is the only religion where salvation is based on faith and not law. Every other religion, Islam, Jainism, Hinduism, Buddhism, they all follow the principles of salvation by some form of law or rule. Okay, see.
So when I was looking at this before, I did a little research. So this guy talked about the insects, and he doesn't harm anything, he doesn't make you learn anything. Anyway, people in this religion will not pull carrots or potatoes or vegetables out of the ground because they might injure an insect. It's extremism. One thing that he doesn't talk about that this next one, I could have a whole class on this one, but a lot of these religions are tied to charity. Next one is coming up, Sikhism. We actually teach that in our active shooter class, what to do. The simple as attack, and policeman responding, you did an excellent job. They're all somehow related to terrorism. Seems to all come from India over there. Let's see.
Public will not hurt any living thing. They're gonna go to pull it out.
They really, and actually Jainism, they do have soldiers. They do approve of soldiers, and they do approve of defending themselves. So they kind of conflict what they teach and what they say. Things I got out of that. I mean, it's just a problem to us. They don't take care of their body. No maintenance of the physical body, so no doctors. Whatever they have, whether it's by manner or blind intervention, they suffer. Best way to reach them, appreciate them, whatever you call it, harsh treatment of the body. You remember they talked about the leader would stay within 5 miles in a village or town because you don't want to become attached. You don't want any human contact. So we thought that was denying his flesh. And one thing about Christianity, one way we need to recharge is by reading each other. I don't know how this guy can be recharged, but we just learned that he doesn't want to be recharged. It took him 13 years to reach Lakeisha or Nevada. And he died from self-starvation. The reason he started this was he was going against Hinduism and the Brahmin caste, which was the top rich people. And that's where he came from. He just kind of ironic he came from that. He didn't like it. He created his own. They don't worship, they follow individual teachers. Talk about man's and husband life. Woman is man's greatest temptation. They cannot reach Lakeisha until she is reincarnated in man. Let me hear that. That's going to be said again.
Wonder how many times the recovery from it.
Well, for him to reach Lakeisha, he went it was 13 years, but I don't think in this one they are reincarnated like they are in Hinduism. It's a strange religion when they focus on things like that. Well, y'all see anything else? Nothing. There's some strange things out there, aren't there? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll say a prayer and we'll wait for the kids to come. Father, we thank you we've got this time together. It's time in the middle of the week that you give it to us so that we can come together. We can be with fellow Christians. We can recharge our batteries. Well, I'm so grateful for your teachings and the positive impact that it has on our youth. Our youth being on the camp, Lord, I pray that they're learning, they're sharing. Lord, most of all, I just pray for being good Christian examples for those who are struggling. Lord, we thank you for all the blessings that you've given to us, and that one blessing that you've given the most of us, the chance of salvation of your Son died on the cross. Lord, we thank you for that. In Christ's name we pray. phrases pronouncing to do.
Actually, that, they're not going to kill, but why you kill yourself?
Starting to, learn.
Good question.
Y'all have a big crowd back too,
Thank you. We're sitting on our way.
oh, we have not people over this.
Yeah. I say we're surrounded by our friends.
Yeah. Got a lot of
Yeah.
Ready, how you doing?
Usually we have an easy one.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Here he has it. Attention to it.
Any trip coming up?
5 to 8. Where? Yeah.
They play golf.
Oh.
She started this Jordan Powell.
Between the Southport trees,
How long was it? Reunion? Couple, 3 days.
Oh, that's my. What do you think this is breaking?
Well, I guess we'll get started. I was not here Sunday, so I don't really know the announcements. I look to see. We have the fifth Sunday mission of the Kingdom. And I don't know how much of it. Anybody else? Still electing? We had Brad here the week before to talk about it. June 30th, backyard gospel singing, and meeting bills, bring a lawn chair, bring the Martin South Gates.
Like that old.
Try to have it all board. June 30th. Anyway. What announcements did I miss? What announcements? Kate's granddaughter?
The baby was doing better, they were finding the better heartbeat with him. And so they released her from the hospital, but she has to go back in every other day or so for them to check on her.
So everything's going good then?
Right now,
That's good.
it's doing better, and they thank everybody for their prayers. They feel like
We know they work, we've seen them work. Anything else?
We're through that house over there, so it's ready for the cleaner.
Oh, yeah, Max. We finished the floor and Max put a corner around down. And so it's done. And now we just need to schedule a clean day. Or we go over there and clean that thing. So we'll come up with a date on that.
Sign the picture.
There's a picture in the back, I don't know what's on the table back here, for Dan and Lauren. You want to sign it? Yes, there's a pen or something back there. You can sign that and then you present it to them when they later.
It's already,
But I'll have a signature.
present the signature.
Right, they will present the signatures. Nothing else. Grant will be leading singing. Wayne will have the lesson, and Mike will have the closing prayer. How's that for delegating authority? Whenever you're ready, Grant. How many songs do you need?
I want to do? Yeah, I just found out I was in sync. 470. 470.
crystal sea, about the angels singing, and the old redemption story, and some sweet day I'll sing up there the song of victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is to him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. 533. 533. I am a sheep and the Lord is my shepherd, watching over my soul to keep guarding over me ever, watching wherever I go. And with the winds blow, He is my shelter, and when I'm lost and alone, He rescues me. And when the lion comes, He is my victory, constantly watching over me. He is constantly watching over me. We are His children, and He is our Father, watching over our soul. Great is His love for His sons and His daughters, watching wherever we go. And when the winds blow, He is my shelter, and when I'm lost and alone, He rescues me. When the lion comes, He is my victory, constantly watching over me. He is constantly watching over me. Unless you get it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, 290. 290. We'll just sing the first verse. And then. All right, 290. For the light of your love is shining in the midst of the darkness, shining. Jesus, light of the world, shine upon us. As we by the truth you now bring us, shine on me. Shine on me.
believe I'm closer. A lot of things I need to be doing too, you know, we look at the homelessness, but, yeah, I didn't know until about 30 minutes ago that we talked about. There's a lot of people in my small groups here, so they know I can have the other good here when it comes to this way. And I was able to afford those suits, there's most of it. But I want to talk about sharing this a little bit. There's some verses that, you know, the Bible, and it's kind of funny when I've always said you go on the internet and look at things pretty quick. The things that might help you come to a decision, but it's a lot quicker than trying to look around for yourself. And it's kind of funny when I pulled up Google and just put it in my verses about sharing. It's kind of funny what came up, all the first thing that came up, it's kind of interesting to me. And he talked about sharing the gospel. One of the things you know is about sharing your faith. The things you can share, sharing your testimony. There was a time people didn't believe you gave testimony. Is that true? You didn't believe that. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. If you're loving the Lord and you know He's working in your life, I don't know how you do that. Sharing the word, sharing wisdom. You know, wisdom is something hopefully we usually gain next to experience, not so much about knowledge, it's experience with the knowledge. He talks about sharing the good news, sharing God's love, sharing the gospel with others, which is sharing the good news. And sharing your story. Because we love people that have a story, and it's the same thing to me as it is to them. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a background. Everybody's got something they talk about that touched their lives and be times or people that have touched their lives. And I'll just extend that idea. I got a text this evening. Somebody was going to bring me something for Heritage Conference. You know, I shared those comments with me. Second that deceased brother's grandson. He comes up first on the word he got there. So I texted him back and I said, "Are you aware of that?" And I thought he was 17 years old, he's only 16, so that's how much time all wisdom I have. But anyway, they brought us up and it was good. I didn't read it away from the computer. You know what? Good meal, all the things. Anyway, I pulled up some verses and, you know, I think this first verse, it probably fits everybody that be in there, okay? I would have to appreciate it. Anyone who has this feeling is no longer interested. They must work, doing something useful with their own hands, something to share with those who work in the community. I thought that was pretty first piece. In today's world, you know, everybody wants to get things for nothing, something for nothing. They can. And not the way God can do it, but just to work with their hands and provide for them. But also that those that they cannot well, and it is in that position that you can. Hebrews 13:16, do not forget to do good and share with others, for with such sacrifices, God is pleased. God is always pleased to help us. I mean, without that. Let's see here, it says, Luke 6:35, but love your enemies, do good to them, and live with them without expecting to get anything back. In your Lord be great. He will be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful. That's what He does first. Be kind to the to those people that I thought were really good. Through His grace, He's kind to them. And you know, to love your enemies and do good for them, because things are lost. You'll have to step on them down and they want to do that. But He expects that. If we give you a good measure, press down, shake it together, and run over, before you do that. For the measure you need to be paid. Proverbs 11:7, those who are family cruel are doing. Proverbs 19:17, whoever is kind to the poor, thanks to the Lord. The Lord will take them. You ever thought about it? Maybe you can help someone who needs. Timbersaw themselves be blessed to share the good. Children almost to the poor and center of camps. Romans 12:13 says, share with the Lord's people who want to keep practice. You know, I could go on about sharing, all those things that you understand sharing. Okay, the benefits of it, and how it preaches, how it is out. We should not be expecting rewards for it. We're not going to follow it. The same way God does us. It's not going to grasp. Like I said, something not. I wish exactly that's the lives in a way of something. I wish I could reach in front of them and say, you know what, you can straight up listen, and maybe you need to do this, you do some way of testing. Those are when I move on that, it's also the question. I will take it as well. But a lot of guys that are in the movie, the church, and you got something picked out there?
Sure.
What about?
410.
14. Come with me. Appreciate you.
I'm just thinking, how great it is that you want to go here tonight. I saw something on Facebook today. We were talking about the whales. He was talking about how the whales really live in the water. They're not of the water. They have to come up for air. And he's mentioned the analogy that although we live on earth, we're not of the earth. And we have to move for air. I think, Wayne, your words, it's rough, it's frustrating.
What
This